Hi guys, welcome back. We're in for another wig review, so we're just gonna head right into one. This is an old one, but like a good one, but like I don't think I've reviewed it on this channel. I think I've worn it on this channel, but I don't think I've reviewed it on this channel. It's by Sensational. I bought it from Wig Types, and I have her in the stock color card, which is Jade, which I have worn on this channel, but I don't think I've reviewed it. But the wig is called Trissa, and I have her in 1B30. She's safe up to 400 degrees. For the curl pattern, it's got a natural center part in the middle. I have her in the color 1B30. And she's by Sensational. There's a whole bunch of colors you can get on the back. Like I said, I have her in Jade, and I'm reviewing her in F1B30. I think the 99 Jade would probably be a really pretty color, but because we're headed towards like the summer months, my skin tone, my undertones are starting to warm up, and the browns I think really are starting to look better on me as like the weather warms up. So yeah, hi my sweet girl. So I've already cut the lace on her, and this is what she looks like. Beautiful, like 1B color with like brown highlights going through the whole wig. I think she's just a stunning color. I love 1B30s on me. Pardon my hair. Is like, it's not nappy. I just look like a runaway slave in this, and that's okay because I'm trying to just try different things out with my natural hair in terms of like, if I keep the braids in longer, will the hair growth be will be better? Which I think the obvious answer is yes, that the longer you keep a protective style in, the more chance of hair growth. However, there's also conflicting stories saying that like if you upkeep your hair every like 4 to 6 weeks in terms of washing, conditioning, and trimming, that'll help your hair grow too. And I've had these braids in for a decent amount of time. So, like I said, runaway slave look right here. But that's okay. I'm just trying different things out. I've been stuck in quarantine for the last year, but like really stuck in quarantine since I had my daughter, who will be, oh my gosh, my daughter will be 7 months on Monday. I will yes, my love. I will officially have a 7-month-old on Monday. Okay, so typical cap construction of the wig, especially for these like old school wigs. Like Trissa was a wig that I ordered, like was one of my first wigs that I ordered like 4, 5, 6 years ago when I started wearing wigs. Really super super old school vibe, just like your traditional clips, and then your part, and then like your bands. It's not really special like that. Okay, so not adjusting the straps. It's a little snug. I'd say it's like medium to big head friendly. I haven't adjusted any of the straps, but I mean, if you have a large, super large head, it's not something I think it might hurt a little bit, but I think you could do it. It might be a little uncomfortable, but I think you could do it. But so the sports world has kind of like, it's just been like crazy the last couple days. Have you guys, I don't know if you guys are sports fans on here, but like, if you don't know, I'm a huge sports fan. As an African-American woman, this story like gets cycled around constantly. But like Kyrie Irving, who plays for the Brooklyn Nets, he's a starting point guard or shooting guard for the Brooklyn Nets, point guard, shooting guard. I don't know. Some people say James Harden's a point guard. Some people say Kevin Durant's a point guard. Well, I don't really think Kevin Durant's a point guard. Anyway, Kyrie Irving got into an argument with one of the opponents that he played a couple days ago because the use of the N-word came up, and Kyrie like literally was like, "You're not going to use that word around me. I don't want to hear it." And it just started this like huge discussion in the sports world. Again, like I said, it's a cycled story about You know, should the players govern themselves in terms of the N-word? Should they be allowed to say it? Should they not be allowed to say it? Is there an appropriate use of the N-word? Is ER just as good or just as bad as A or GGA? You know, it's like I said, it's a recycled story, because you always have people who look like me who say it shouldn't be allowed, and you will also have people who look like me who say, you know, screw it, the black community took a word that was used to oppress us and changed around and made it our own, and now it's used as a term of endearment. I don't know. I grew up with a certain way. My parents were super, super old school. My mother's 70. We don't use that word. And I'm African American, as you can clearly see. That is not something that I say. That is not something that, you know, I heard growing up. It just wasn't something I heard. And I think with my parents being of a certain age and being of a certain generation, because they were around when it was used as, you know, such a degrading word and a word to project inferiority onto people who were African Americans, it just absolutely was just never tolerated. GGA wasn't tolerated, none of it. And it's just really interesting to see, like, you know, which type of African Americans feel like it's okay, who says that, you know, it shouldn't be said or shouldn't be allowed to be said. You know, with the NBA and the NFL being like 70 or 80% African American, it's one of those things where it's personal preference. But I think one of the reasons why it got blown up so fast was because the refs had to get involved and the players got ejected. And it's like, well, if you guys can't figure it out amongst yourselves, then we ultimately, as Caucasian people, are going to decide for you, which ultimately leads back to the same issue of, you know, the pattern or the history of Caucasian people or people who are not African Americans deciding what African Americans can ultimately do or say. So, like I said, it's complicated. It's not something that, you know, is going to go away, because people say it all the time. It's used in our, you know, music and on the streets, and it's everywhere, fortunately or unfortunately. I don't know how everyone look at it. Okay, so back to the wig. This is Trissa. I'm not really getting any yucky. This wig, based on personal experience, when I say personal experience, as in like I bought this years ago, it's gonna tangle. It's just gonna tangle. It looks really pretty right now and it looks really awesome, but it hasn't hit humidity. It hasn't been in the outside world yet. It's just, you know, hanging nicely on me. You know what? I lied. There's a little bit of a yucky texture. It's almost basically silky, but there's a little bit of yucky hanging in there. I'm 5'7.5". I'm almost 5'8". I'm gonna scoot this back. So she falls almost to the middle of my waist, but like the top third of my waist. She's really, really pretty. It's just kind of like an effortless curl. It's not the extreme curl pattern of like the Kim Kardashian curls, but or I'm not, when I say extreme, I don't mean like obnoxious. I just mean it's a well, and it's not obnoxious. Their curl pattern isn't obnoxious. It's when I think of the Kim Kardashian curls, I think of like heavier layered curls, like bigger barreled. Not obnoxious. That's a horrible word to use. Because it's not true. I love the style of Kim Kardashian's curls. I think they're very classy and timeless. But this, I would say, as you can kind of see, like the curls of the wig are a little bit smaller barreled than like what you would normally see on a traditionally styled Kim Kardashian inspired curl pattern of hair. So yeah, this is Trissa 1B30. Like I said, it looks really pretty and silky and fun right now, but it will tangle based on experience. I did get Trissa in jade, and jade tangled. I wore jade for Christmas this year, and if you brush her out and you put a little heat on it, Trissa will last for you. But you gotta put some heat on it when it starts to tangle. So yeah, okay, so this is her. So thank you all so much for watching. And what do you guys think about the N-word? Literally, what do you think about it? If you don't look like me, please comment. If you look like me, please comment. But just be respectful about it. That's it. All right, thanks guys. Bye.